Which is button.
Okay. Have you all noticed how there isn't much laughter in the neighborhoods anymore? Today I'm going to raise the awareness about the negative effects that modern technology and overpopulation, overparenting has placed on our children and their childhood experiences. Kids aren't allowed to be kids anymore, and because of this they become lazy and overweight, not to mention it's just plain weird. It's really sad to see how deteriorated the norms of childhood have become. When I was a kid, my parents couldn't keep me inside. I had better things to do outdoors, like playing in the mud, climbing trees, and searching for caterpillars. Today, children are scarcely seen outdoors. Instead, they're inside with their noses glued to the television set or the computer screen. Instead, they could be outside riding a bicycle or getting good exercise. These dramatic changes have occurred within a single generation. True, when I was a kid, television and video games were both very popular, but not quite as they are today. As a matter of fact, most households, as some of you probably have noticed, have at least one video game console. Let's see here. Do you see here? Probably looks familiar for some people. Also, as we all know, television has become somewhat of a national way of life. Just another view there. According to Dr. Norman Herr from California State University, here are some statistics about television viewing. Number of television per household, average number is about 2.24, with 66% of families eating their meals in front of the television. And the average amount of television viewing children get per day is 4, along with another 2 hours sitting in front of a computer screen. To put in perspective, with 8 hours of sleep plus the 8 hours a day children are at school, and then 6 hours in front of a television or a computer screen, that leaves only about 2 hours a day for other activities. Kind of sad. Today's children have become very lazy and lack self-motivation. Overparenting our children has deprived them of the ability to think on their own. And we've become so obsessed with safety that we're afraid to allow our children to explore and learn from the outdoors and doing things on their own. Let's see here. Childhood obesity has reached an all-time high. Combined with lack of physical activity and our beloved fast food, obesity has tripled since 1980. Here's another way to look at it. In 1980, for the age group children between 6 to 11 years old, the percentage of obese children was 6.5%. Today, it is at 19.6%. And for 12 to 19-year-olds, the number was 5.1%, and that is now 18.1%. This information was gathered from the Center for Disease Control. There are numerous health risks for children who are obese, one of which is that they're more likely to be obese as adults. Some other risks include cardiovascular disease, joint problems, diabetes, high cholesterol, psychological problems, and low self-esteem. Besides the obvious health risks of children not getting outdoors and getting their needed exercise, children are missing out on what it truly means to be a kid these days. Part of being a kid is exploring the worlds in their own backyards and being with friends. Kids have the uncanny ability to wonder. Sadly, that's an ability we lose as an adult. Without the chance for unrestricted play, that means to play on their own terms without guidance or people telling them how to play, children aren't exercising their ability to look at the world as what it truly is, an enormous playground where they can learn and grow. Also, the intrusive nature of video games and overly detailed toys kind of narrows their window for imagination as well. To be a kid is to believe in magic. That is, that anything is possible. that the world is a wondrous place where a simple stone and a mud puddle can entertain for hours. Most of us would give anything to have that back. Ironically, we have robbed our children to experience this in the first place. As parents, we have several obligations to keep our children healthy, happy, and safe. Well, there's no happiness in escaping reality into a world of video games, and there certainly isn't anything healthy about it. Now, the safety part, we've got that down pat. A little too good, though. So good that we've neglected our other obligations. I propose that you all try and remember what it was like to be a kid. Did you feel unsafe? Did your parents monitor you constantly? And do you think that if they had, that things would be better? More than likely, your answer to these questions are probably no. So do yourself and your children a favor and let them be kids. Thank you.